जो रुकिया होया सी हुण ओ रस्ता चल पिया
मंजिला ही मंजिला ने अज दा कदमां हेठा मंजिला तो अगे भी हुण हौसला।
पिछले 4 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਪ੍ਰਣਾਲੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕ੍ਰਾਂਤੀਕਾਰੀ ਤਬਦੀਲੀਆਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਹਨ ਜਿਸ ਨਾਲ ਹਰ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਨੂੰ ਵਧੀਆ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਮਿਲ ਸਕੇ।
शानदार 4 साल भगवंत मान दे नाल।
Welcome back viewers, you're watching the Savera. I'm Shefali. India's aviation regulator, the Director General of Civil Aviation, has issued a detailed and urgent advisory asking airlines to steer clear of several airspaces in the Gulf region as the conflict in West Asia intensifies and began to pose direct risk to civilian aviation. The advisory highlights a rapid deteriorating security environment following continued military exchanges between Iran, Israel, and the United States. With missile strikes, drone attacks, and air defense system actively engaging across multiple countries, the DGCA has made it clear that normal flight operations in these regions can no longer be considered safe. Airlines have been specifically instructed not to operate in the airspaces of Iran, Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Qatar, Bahrain, and the United Arab Emirates. The restriction applies across all altitudes, underlining the seriousness of the threat, where even high-altitude commercial flights could be exposed to risk from military activity or debris. While most of the region have effectively been marked as high risk, the DGCA has allowed limited operations through Oman and Saudi Arabia, but only with strict operational conditions. Aircraft must maintain a minimum altitude of 32,000 feet in certain sensitive zones to reduce exposure to potential threats below. These restrictions are designed to create a safety buffer of an environment where airspace conditions can change rapidly without prior notice. The regulator has also stressed that airlines must not rely solely on standard operating procedures and instead carry out dynamic, real-time risk assessments before every flight. Operators have been asked to prepare comprehensive contingency plans, including alternative routes, emergency landing options, and fuel strategies to account for sudden diversion. Flights to airport in the affected region, where some global carriers are still operating, must be backed by detailed planning to handle worst-case scenarios. Another key focus of the advisory is real-time situational awareness. Pilots and airlines operation teams have been directed to continuously monitor NOTAMs or notice to airmen, which provide critical updates about airspace closure, hazards, military activity, and airport conditions. In a conflict situation, these updates can change within minutes, making constant monitoring essential for flight safety. The DGCA has clearly linked the advisory to recent developments, including US and Israeli strikes on targets inside Iran and Tehran's warning of retaliation. These actions have increased the likelihood of further escalation, including the use of long-range missiles and drones, which can impact not just military zones but also nearby civilian air corridors. The advisory will remain in force until March 28 unless the situation changes or new instructions are issued. In the meantime, passengers may begin to notice longer flight durations as airlines reroute to avoid conflict zones, along with possible fare increases due to higher fuel consumption and operational cost. The situation reflects how geopolitical conflicts can quickly extend beyond borders and affect global systems like aviation. With multiple countries involved and tensions showing no immediate signs of easing, aviation authorities are taking a cautious approach to ensure that passenger safety is not compromised under any circumstances. That's all for now on this update. Stay tuned to The Savera. Download the app. Follow us on various social media platforms.